You guys remember all those jokes we were making when the Summit came out about Summit Peak Apex Performance Bowling Ball? Well, we have Summit Peak today. Anyways, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we got a brand new storm released for you, Summit Peak. Beautiful colors, mostly because it's like one of my favorite bowling balls ever. I know a lot of people ask me all the time, what's your favorite bowling ball, Darren? Well, the Virtual Energy was one of them. I don't mind saying that now because it's not in play, so it's not like I'm gonna favor that ball and throw it all the time, but at the time I did. So beautiful, beautiful looking bowling ball. It is going to be Summit Core, obviously Summit Peak, and Pro version. Hell, whoa! So we've been shooting for a little bit now. Jesse's also been bowling in between, so the lanes are getting a little bit toasty. What we're gonna compare this one to is the 900 Global Sublime, because the core numbers are very similar, and I think the cover on this one's just gonna be a touch weaker. So we've got a pin up Sublime, a pin down Summit Peak. Now you might be asking, why'd you go pin up on one, pin down on the other? Because the balls are fairly similar. I wanted to create some separation, just see how this one would roll pin down. If these two balls came out at the same time, I'd probably drill this one pin up because it's a little bit cleaner and the Sublime pin down. But this is what we got. Layout on this one is gonna be 4.5 by 5 by 4.25. And we are going to be quite left for most of the video. Got some more AI technology with that Summit Core. What does that mean? I still don't really know what that means, but I think the name of the game is continuation.
Looks like a golf ball.
It looks like a golf ball on the ass. It's got dimples. This is the golf ball of bowling. So as I'm striking, I'm just gonna keep moving 2 or 3 to the left, and we'll see when time runs out. But it does feel to me the Sublime is a touch stronger, a little more mid-laney. Ooh. All right, so we are still bowling on 39 feet. It's not like there's gonna be a ton of hold in the middle of the lane. Our angles are gonna have to be a little bit steeper, and it's still a pretty strong bowling ball. When your bowling ball fights the middle of the lane, don't keep fighting it. You want a ball down, you wanna do something, maybe move back to the right, get a little firmer, roll it more. But just to prove myself wrong, I'm gonna keep going left. We're gonna keep fighting it. We'll stay steep though, big curve. Is this the right thing to do for striking a lot? Probably not, but it's a ball video. We're gonna have some fun with it. So again, this one's pinned down. It's gonna make it a little smoother, keep it on line a little bit longer. And then the Sublime is pin up. You're gonna make it flare a little more and get offline just a little bit quicker. Sometimes that might lead it to be smoother just because it's getting offline so quick, straightens out real fast. And other times it might make it get offline quick, and then when there's more oil on the lane, it just gets off harder. Yeah, that was the one I wasn't really sure. You know, that's that big, strong core really fighting its way down the lane. At some point, you just gotta recognize maybe not the right part of the lane for that ball. Where does it fit in the bag? You know, it's gonna give you that 1-2 punch. You know, if you got a big ball, phase 2, maybe TNT, big, strong, asymmetric bowling ball there, this one's gonna be your Pearl counterpart. I would go Sublime or Summit Peak. Probably would not have both in the bag, but for the sake of being the player that I am and needing to find these little nuances here and there in bowling, just to get the extra hit, I need them both, not need one. Better to have and not need than need and not have. All right, we're gonna get a little firmer, a little more forward. kind of unlucky. Probably just didn't move far enough right. That brake point still needs to be fairly steep. We gotta get it to the right. 5, 6, 7 down lane. We'll throw one more and then we'll throw some sublime shots. All right, we're getting back to kind of the trackish now. This is, I feel, the sweet spot. Woo! Pins are falling from the heavens, from the peak, Summit Peak. If we did drill that one pin up, it would be a little bit easier to go around the lane. Since the Sublime is pin up, we're gonna move left with it. You do see it makes it easier for us to hook it. Certainly a rounder shape. Is it the layout? Maybe. I have been throwing the Peak far less than the Sublime. Sublime's got way more game, so maybe the coverage just worked in a little bit more. I'm trying to give you guys all the variables it could be. I do genuinely believe that the Sublime is a stronger ball. But the layout is gonna help us hook the lane more. Quite unlucky. But as you can see, that just seems to be a better shape for what part of the lane we're in. If roles were reversed, we had a pin down Sublime and a pin up Peak. Maybe we can get even further left with the Peak, moving left, and then we can still create that house shot tube shape we like with the Sublime. But for now, it's the opposite. The other one up that the Summit Peak has on the Sublime is it smells. It kind of smells like the Belmo ball a little bit, the Journey. Very similar. It's got kiwi. All right, let's go off with a bang. We'll give it a little bit of curve, open up the lane a bunch, and then call it a video. Oh, there it is. Yeah, big curve. Peak performance, we're back.